Hi, welcome to probability. Now we now come to the practice drill. Now I know when you think about probability, you will be thinking about terms like mutually exclusive. What comes to your mind? Two different events, mutually exclusive. Like for example, a queen and a king, right? Two different things in a card game. All right, now we come to the term non-mutually exclusive. What comes to your mind? A queen and a club. A queen can also be the club. So it's the probability of a queen plus the probability of a club minus the probability of a queen intersect a club. All right? And then we think about independent events and dependent events. Now one followed by the other. What's the probability you get a 2 followed by a 5? So 2 must happen first and then a 5. The probability of getting a 2 multiplied by the probability of a 5. Alright? So that is the meaning of it. But if I have in two different bags, it's different. What's the probability of getting a 2 from this bag? The probability of getting a 5 from this bag? I just add this probability and this probability I just take. But if I want to get a probability of a 2 followed by a 5, okay? So that's how you do it. Okay, now we look at the sum again. We're going to read the sums very carefully, find what's between the lines. And then from there we work at it. So do not get misled, please. Every sum has got its own what shall I say? You got to find out what are they saying about. It's the language behind. And now where have you been, by the way? You're liking maths. Right, great. I've always told you that maths is fantastic. And I deliberately created in your practice drill, Jenny placed the letters into a bag. I'm sorry I missed this word. Placed the letters from the phrase, mathematics is fantastic. Alright, all these alphabets into a box. And if a letter is drawn from the box at random, find the probability that it is an A. It's an A. It's a vowel. And if two letters are drawn, one after the other, find the probability that one is a T and the other is an M. So the probability of a T, M, or an M, T, one after another. Now let's look at the first one. There are so many alphabets here. Let's look at A. How many alphabets of A are there? 1. Let me put a tick. A. Yes, 3 of it. How about a B? No B. A C. What is a C? How many C's do you have? Okay, you have a C, a C. So there are 2 C's here. And then you have no D. How about an E? How many E's do you have? You look at the E. Alright, you have an E here. Nothing else. It's 1. F, right? We've got a 1. How about H? H, you look at it. There's 1 H. I say I like to tick it so I know it's all done. E and the F is there. And later we can counter check as we said. So this is the way you're doing a check system. As for H, there is 1 H. Yep. And then if you look at it, H, I. Look at I. How many I's are there? Here is I. There are 2 I's there. Alright? I, J, no J, K, L, M. Look at M. How many M's are there? Okay, let's look at M. 1, 2. 2 M's. And then you have an N. Yep, there's 1 N. So you see, we are checking, and this way we hope not to be careless. And then we've got N, O, P, Q, U. Alright, let's look at U. How many U's are there? You got 1 U, my dear friend. 1. N, U, R, S. Yes, S. We've got 1, 2, 2S. And T. Let's find out the T. You have a T, you have a T, and you have a T, and a T. Wow! See, we've got 4 T's here. So this is made of 4 plus 2, 6, 7, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 20. Beautiful numbers, right? 20. So there are 20 letters that's thrown into the box. No matter how big the letters are, do not worry. Now these letters are just put in. Don't get, so difficultly, I can't do it. No, don't, my dear. Do not get intimidated. That's why I deliberately chose a phrase and not just leave it with mathematics. Now, if a letter is drawn from the box at random, find the probability that it's an A. Can you tell me what is an A here? The probability that we get an A is, you look at it, 3 A's out of 20. So that's the answer. Hooray! Not difficult, all right? So it's just it's 3 chances out of 20. Now what's the probability that it is a vowel? A vowel. What is a vowel? A, E, I, O, U. A, E. Look at A, E, I, O, U. These are all vowels. A, E, I, O, U. How many of them are there? 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 1, 4, plus 3, 7. So the probability that you get a vowel is actually 7 out of 20. Alright, that's all. The rest are all consonants. Consonants are B, C, D, alright? Not what is a vowel, the rest of them will become a consonant. Now, if you want to find, that's done. First part, so easy. Alright? So look at it. You just break this information. If I did not do this, I'm going to get a hell of a problem. So why not make things easier by charting your information? Got it? Great. Now the next thing is you have to find the probability that one number is a T and another one is an M. So how do we go there? How do we get there? You want to get a probability of a T followed by an M. TM. So you want a T and an M. So what do you get? Your probability of a TM plus a probability of an MT. We don't know what we're going to pick. So if the first chance is a T, how many T's do we have? 4 out of 20. And the next one, there will be 19 alphabets left. And how many M's are there then? 2. So this is one way. It's a T followed by an M. Or a M followed by a T. What is an M? How many M's? 2 out of 20. And a T, there will be now 19 letters left. And a T, there are 4 of them. So my dear, we've got, alright, 4 times 2, 18. What is 20 times 19? Alright, we said we want you to be a walking calculator. What is 2 times 19? You know that 2 times 20 is 40. 2 times 19 is 2 times 20. You take away 2. You get 38. And you put a 0 because it's 20. Plus 8 over 380. That gives us 16 out of 380. And you reduce it. Divide it by 2, you get an 8 over 190. Divide again by 2, you get a 4. This becomes a 95. So this is the probability that in these numbers, that you have a box of numbers, Jenny picking up a T and an M, alright, or an M and a T will be 4 out of 95. Kind of slim, right? Almost, under slightly more than 4%. Okay? So look at that big mix of numbers. You see so many T's. But because we're specific, we say we want a T and an M or an M and a T. But imagine if we just wanted T followed by M. The chance is even smaller. It's 8 out of 3 is AT. But because we have the MT, it at least adds on. It doubles up. Okay? Alright, now, we now come to the second sum, my dear. Now, VJ. I like this name, VJ. You know why? You know why? Well, my life partner is VJ. I like V. VJ, V, victory. Alright, victors, all of you with the V name. Great. Now, when you get to do probability, remember the letter J? J, O, Y. J, O, Y. Joy, yeah. I need that feeling in you to get your maths going. So you see this difficult sum and you said, wow, you get a joy. And so wordy, but yet so easy. Now let's get to this sum. They said VJ was given the following numbers to play with in the 4-digit draw. And they are 3, 5, 9, 7. And he was told, sometimes they go to a medium and they ask for numbers. And they said, these numbers come. And it so happened one of the combinations wins the prize. Alright? So what's VJ's chance? Now you look at it, tell me, you think he stands a good chance? Just 4 digits. And even they've even given him 4 numbers. So if you look at it very carefully, alright, this is gambling, playing with 4 digits. And even then, he's given these numbers, so are the chances good? How many numbers are there? Any 4 can go in here, right? The second number, any 4 can go in here because there can be a repetition of numbers. And here again, any 4. And here again, any 4. So the number of combinations is any 4, any 4, any 4, any 4. So the probability of winning, alright, probability of winning in the first box is 1 out of 4. Second box, 1 out of 4. Third box, 1 out of 4. Fourth box, 1 out of 4. 4 times 4 times 4. Look at it. Oh my God. It looks so simple, but it isn't as easy. It's 1 out of 2, 5, 6. So it is 2, 5, 6, 4 times 4, 16. 16 times 4, 64. 64 times 4, 256. So imagine, although given the numbers and feeling so comforted that VJ can win, he's given a surety that you will get it. If he wants to make it, he wants to strike, he has to play 256 combination of numbers. Alright? So I'm just telling you, what else if you are given 10 numbers to play with? Oh my God, VJ can forget it. It's a lot more. 10, 10, 10, 10. Remember I told you about it? It's about 10,000. So I always tell my dear VJ, please don't gamble. Alright, and I'm telling you, if you know your maths, you've got maths, you'll stay away from gambling. Right, my dear, stretch a little, feel good, joy, just go and have a lovely cup of Milo and get back to me for the 3rd and 4th and 5th sum. As I said to you, 5 sums, powerful sums, and you'll get it right, probability. Catch up with you soon. See you.